Hello guys, this is Naruto Ultimate Reality. Please like and subscribe and save the video. We will keep on updating every series, so please like and subscribe and share this video to your friend who like Naruto. What if?
Chapter 2. Betrayal, Love, and Vengeance Rewrite. In the void-like space, a woman floated aimlessly, her skin as white as snow and long white hair flowing around her. A third eye adorned her forehead, although it remained closed for now, concealing its mysterious power. Her face radiated a beauty akin to that of a divine goddess. Suddenly, her eyes opened, though not the enigmatic third eye. Confusion filled her gaze as she struggled to comprehend her surroundings and how she arrived there. Memories flooded back, revealing her purpose. She had been chosen from her own planet to harness the energy of this new world for chakra fruits. These fruits bestowed immense power, rivaling even that of gods. But an unexpected twist had occurred. Love had found its way into her heart, entwining her emotions with a man native to this planet. No longer did she desire to bring destruction upon it. All she yearned for now was to live a blissful life by his side. However, her partner, who accompanied her to this realm, remained committed to using the planet's energy for chakra fruits. To secure her own happiness, she had made the difficult decision to betray her partner and her own people, slaying them to protect her newfound love. The sacrifices she made were inconsequential in the face of her love for the man who held her heart captive. Today, her joy overflowed as her loyal maid shared the news of her impending motherhood. Nothing could dampen her spirits, or so she believed. Yet fate had a cruel twist in store. A stranger arrived, audaciously demanding that she abandon the man she loved and go with him. How dare anyone attempt to separate her from her beloved? She swiftly dispatched the intruder, unwilling to let anyone come between them. But another unexpected turn awaited her. The man she loved, who had been her sanctuary, now stood before her, demanding she venture to the place of the man she had slain. Did his love for her wane? Was she no longer important to him? Betrayal pierced her heart, shattering her sense of security. She had defied her own people for him, but now he intended to deliver her into the hands of others who sought her demise. Did he not cherish her anymore? Did he not care for their unborn child? A wave of sadness, anger, and betrayal washed over her, threatening to consume her very being. How dare they steal away everything she held dear? All she had desired was a life of happiness with the man she loved, yet even the divine seemed to conspire against her. If the gods denied her desires, she would ascend to their realm and seize what she yearned for. Consuming the chakra fruit crafted by her partner, she unleashed unimaginable power. Her newfound strength empowered her to exact vengeance on anyone foolish enough to try and separate her from the one she loved. She eliminated those who threatened her happiness and resolved to create a sanctuary where she and her children, whom she loved more than life itself, could live in harmony. Once again, she found solace in her newfound joy. 2 sons, her beloved treasures, filled her heart with immeasurable love. They, too, possessed the extraordinary chakra she wielded, and the devotion mirrored her own. Their lives would be brimming with happiness henceforth. Yet, perhaps the divine truly did harbor disdain for her. Once again, they wrested away her beloved, someone she cherished above all else. Her younger son harbored secrets, and her older son remained nowhere to be found. Sadness and anger consumed her anew. Desperate to understand, she delved into her younger son's mind, only to discover that he believed she was indiscriminately taking lives without reason. But she hadn't harmed anyone. Why would her own son believe such falsehoods? The pain of the situation overwhelmed her, and she attempted to erase her son's memories, unable to bear the thought of fighting against her own flesh and blood. The process was agonizing, tearing at her heart. Eventually, her older son returned, but instead of finding solace in his presence, her anguish intensified. Witnessing her younger son's allegiance to her, he committed an unspeakable act. He ended his own brother's life. The magnitude of her rage consumed her, for how could he betray his own blood? Engulfed in a fierce battle, she unleashed her powers upon him, only to find her attacks futile against his defenses. In contrast, his strikes inflicted immeasurable pain upon her. With a twist of fate, he employed his eye's formidable abilities to seal her away, trapping his own mother, the one who had given him life and loved him unconditionally. Her eyes closed, enveloped in darkness. Now, she once again opened her eyes, finding herself in a desolate, black void. She struggled to move, but her body remained unresponsive. Yet, as time passed, she noticed a glimmer of hope. She sensed chakra, a familiar energy she shared with her older son. To her surprise, the planet teemed with individuals possessing chakra. It was as if her son's chakra had been divided and distributed among the people. Questions filled her mind. Had someone forcibly taken her son's chakra and gifted it to others? Or had he willingly relinquished his power? The mysteries surrounding this development perplexed her. Additionally, she detected that the immense chakra emanating from the chakra tree had diminished, fragmented into 9 pieces scattered across the planet. Furthermore, she discerned that her older son's chakra surpassed that of others on the planet, emanating from 2 distinct individuals. One carried his son's chakra, while the other possessed a chakra craving for power. Though she held reservations about the latter, her attention was captivated by the former. She resolved to keep a watchful eye on the one connected to her son's chakra, despite her limitations. With determination, she focused her senses, peering into the lives of these families she longed to call her own. She saw them, 2 families intertwined by fate. The first family consisted of 2 young children, the eldest playing joyfully with his younger brother, both bearing dark black hair. The second family slumbered peacefully, a newborn with vibrant yellow hair lying beside 2 small girls, one with red hair, the other sharing her brother's golden locks. A woman with red hair, the children's mother, kept a vigilant watch over them. From a distance, she observed, yearning to be part of a family that would truly love her. Despite the betrayals she had endured, the yearning for unconditional love remained. She yearned to forget the pain and hardships, hoping for a chance to live a joyous life with her sons. However, she remained trapped, her body immobilized, unable to bridge the distance that separated her from her heart's desires. All she could do was watch, her eyes filled with an ache that transcended the void. The cruel reality reminded her that even with the power of a deity, she was denied the fulfillment of her deepest longing, to be cherished by her own family. In that endless expanse, she clung to a flicker of hope, praying for an opportunity to reunite with her sons, to feel their love, and to find solace in the embrace of a family that would accept her unconditionally. For now, she remained an ethereal observer, a lost soul trapped in the interstice of existence, forever yearning for the love that eluded her grasp. Author note: I rewrite this chapter because I feel like there's so many mistakes and I want to fix that. You are free to point out any mistakes you find. Don't afraid to be rude and hurting my feeling. If I know my mistake, then I can fix them. Disclaimer: I do not own Naruto and any other character in this story. Chapter 3: A Prophecy Rewrite. Minato Namikaze, the current Hokage of Konoha, sat in the council room surrounded by the village's clan heads and council members. The atmosphere was tense as they discussed the recent attack by the masked man and the release of the 9 tails. Danzo Shimura, one of the elders, voiced the question on everyone's mind. Hokage-sama, how did the Kyuubi attack us without any warning? What happened exactly? Minato took a moment to collect his thoughts before responding. As you all know, my wife Kushina was the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi. We had kept her pregnancy a secret for safety reasons, but somehow the information leaked. The masked man attacked us, killing Kushina, our children, and even Kakashi. He managed to kidnap my wife, forcing me to prioritize their safety over stopping him. It was then that he broke the seal and released the Kyuubi. Concerned for Kushina's well-being, Shikaku Nara asked, "Is your wife all right, Hokage-sama? And how did you manage to stop the Kyuubi? Did you reseal it inside her?" Minato sighed, the weight of his loss evident in his voice. Kushina was not in a condition to contain the Kyuubi again. The third Hokage used a forbidden technique that requires the user's soul. He split the Kyuubi's chakra into 2 halves and sealed them inside our newborn baby girls. The room fell into silence as everyone absorbed the gravity of the situation. The presence of two Kyuubi Jinchuriki within the village stirred concern among some of the council members, but they held their tongues, respecting Minato's love for his family. Shikaku pressed further, how is it possible for the third Hokage to seal the Kyuubi inside two individuals? And where is he now? Minato explained, the third used a unique forbidden technique that involves sacrificing his own soul. The technique allows the user to extract the target's soul, which is then consumed by the Shinigami. However, in this case, the Shinigami also consumed the user's soul. Using this method, the third divided the Kyuubi's chakra and sealed it within our twin daughters. As for the third, he is no longer with us. The council members exchanged glances, astonished by the extent of sacrifice and the burden now placed upon the twin girls. Minato's eyes reflected his determination as he continued, we need to find the masked man as soon as possible. He possessed a unique ability to phase through objects like a ghost. Despite his youth and inexperience, he proved to be a formidable adversary. We cannot underestimate his potential. Hyashi Hyuga, head of the Hyuga clan, spoke up, offering a solution. Hokage-sama, my clan's Byakugan is renowned for its extraordinary vision. We can use our abilities to track down the masked man. Minato considered the suggestion and nodded. Very well, Hyashi Hyuga and Su Minazuka, I hereby assign both of your clans to keep a vigilant watch for the masked man. We must strengthen our defenses and prevent any further attacks. With the council meeting coming to an end, Minato's attention was drawn to the sudden entrance of Jiraiya, the legendary Sannin, who appeared excited and out of breath. Annoyed, Minato scolded him for interrupting the meeting. Apologizing, Jiraiya conveyed urgent news to Minato. Minato, I was summoned to Mount Myoboku, and the great sage delivered a prophecy to me regarding the birth of two children in the village hidden in the leaves. According to the prophecy, one child will possess the ancient power of the sun, while the other will wield the power of the moon, and they will have the ability to either save or destroy the world. The room fell into a profound silence as Minato and the council members absorbed the weight of the prophecy. It was a monumental revelation that had the potential to shape the future of the village. Minato's mind raced with thoughts of his twin daughters and the immense responsibility that lay upon them. Breaking the silence, Minato spoke with a resolute tone. We must take this prophecy seriously and ensure that our daughters remain by our side. The fate of the world may rest in their hands. We cannot afford to make any mistakes. Danzo Shimura, always looking for an opportunity, spoke up. Hokage-sama, let me take charge of training your daughters. My clan possesses unique abilities and expertise that can help them harness their powers. Minato, however, remained firm in his decision. No, Danzo. I will personally take on the responsibility of training my daughters. When the time comes, I will enlist the help of Jiraiya-sensei and Tsunade-sensei, the legendary Sannin. Together, we will guide them on the path to becoming strong and responsible individuals. Shikaku Nara chimed in, understanding Minato's perspective. Hokage-sama, it makes sense to prioritize the training of your daughters, considering the immense power they hold. We must ensure they do not lose control, especially in the presence of their brother, Naruto. Minato nodded, grateful for the support. Thank you, Shikaku. We must handle this situation delicately. Our daughter's training should take precedence, but we must also keep an eye on Naruto's progress. I have faith in his resilience and determination. With the council meeting adjourned, Minato found himself alone in the room, lost in his thoughts. He contemplated the weight of his responsibilities as Hokage and as a father. The path ahead was filled with uncertainties, but he was determined to protect his village and his family. Outside the council room, Jiraiya caught up with Minato, ready to embark on his own journey. Minato, I am leaving the village for a while to search for Tsunade. She possesses invaluable medical knowledge and can aid us in nurturing your daughter's abilities. Together, we can ensure the growth and safeguard their potential. Minato placed a hand on Jiraiya's shoulder, a gesture of gratitude and trust. Thank you, Jiraiya. Your presence and guidance will be invaluable. Let us tread this path together for the sake of our children and the future of the village. As they parted ways, Minato's mind buzzed with plans for his daughter's training. He knew it would be a challenging journey, but he was determined to shape them into the heroes the prophecy spoke of. With the combined strength of his own training, the wisdom of Jiraiya and Tsunade, and the love and support of the village, he believed they could overcome any obstacles that lay in their path. Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, prepared himself for the arduous task ahead, ready to guide his daughters towards their destiny and ensure the safety and prosperity of the village hidden in the leaves. Author note: I rewrite this chapter because I feel like there's so many mistakes and I want to fix that. You are free to point out any mistakes you find. Don't afraid to be rude and hurting my feeling. If I know my mistake, then I can fix them. Disclaimer: I do not own Naruto and any other character in this story. Chapter 4: Planning for Future Rewrite. Kaguya Otsutsuki found herself engrossed in the unfolding events surrounding her son, Naruto, and his newly named daughters, Akari and Naruko. She marveled at the uniqueness of the two girls who possessed fragments of the Nine Tails chakra, each divided in a way she couldn't comprehend. The division of yin and yang chakra within them was an ability beyond her own capabilities. Pondering over who could possess such power, Kaguya realized that only deities like gods or Shinigami could manipulate chakra in such a manner. She grew concerned, knowing that these powerful beings couldn't appear on Earth unless summoned. Someone on the planet must possess enough strength to summon a Shinigami, which made her worry for the safety of her sons. However, Kaguya didn't have to wait long to uncover the truth. The following day, Minato stood atop the Hokage Tower, prepared to address the village and reveal what had transpired. The people eagerly gathered, desperate to learn who had saved them and what led to the Kyuubi's attack. Minato began by explaining the concept of Jinchuriki to those unfamiliar with it. He then revealed the identities of the first two Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, Mito Senju and his wife, Kushina Namikaze. The revelation shocked many, as they had never expected that the wives of the first and fourth Hokages had once housed the powerful demon fox within them. However, Minato continued, describing the events of the previous day. He recounted the attack on his wife during childbirth, the subsequent release of the Kyuubi, and his desperate struggle to save both his wife and the village. In the end, it was the third Hokage who sacrificed his life to seal the Kyuubi within Minato's newborn daughters, Akari and Naruko. The villagers reacted with a mix of disbelief, gratitude, and fear. They couldn't fathom the fact that the esteemed third Hokage had perished, sacrificing himself for the village's safety. At the same time, they grappled with the presence of such a formidable demon within their community. Yet, they had faith in Minato and the third Hokage's sealing abilities, as both were renowned for their expertise in the field. They took solace in the fact that the Kyuubi hadn't managed to escape in the first place and trusted that the seals would hold firm. Minato was relieved to see the village accepting the truth, knowing that secrecy would have only bred skepticism. However, he withheld one crucial piece of information, the prophecy regarding his daughters. He didn't want the prophecy to spread and risk his daughters becoming targets for other villages. Meanwhile, Kushina, now awake and surrounded by her children, Naruto, Akari, and Naruko, in the hospital room, sensed that something was amiss. She felt a newfound solitude, a void that she couldn't explain. Concerned, she questioned Minato about what had transpired after she lost consciousness during the attack. Minato shared the harrowing details of the attack, how the Kyuubi had been unleashed by the masked man, and the third Hokage's selfless act to divide and seal the Kyuubi's chakra within the daughters. He explained that the third had used a forbidden technique to separate the Kyuubi's yin and yang halves and sealed them within both girls. Kushina's anger welled up, partly directed at Minato for using the daughters in such a way, causing them to suffer a fate similar to hers. However, Minato gently reassured her that her own survival had been uncertain, and the third Hokage had given his life to ensure the village's safety. Still struggling with her emotions, Kushina found it difficult to fully accept Minato's reasoning. However, he sensed her turmoil and decided to reveal another crucial piece of information. He shared with her the prophecy that the great Toad Sage had foretold: an ancient power held by the children of the Leaf Village leaders would have the potential to either save or destroy the world. Minato explained that he believed the daughters, Akari and Naruto, were the ones mentioned in the prophecy. As descendants of the Uzumaki clan, carriers of the Kyuubi's chakra, they possessed an ancient power that could shape the future. Naruto, their son, also played a significant role, but for now, their daughters needed more attention due to their connection with the Kyuubi. Overwhelmed by this revelation, Kushina questioned the potential consequences. She worried about the possibility of the daughters straying from the path of righteousness and becoming a force they had always feared. But Minato reassured her, promising that they would provide unconditional love and support. They would train the daughters when they turned 5, and both Jiraiya and Tsunade would lend the guidance and expertise. Kushina gradually began to grasp the importance of the daughters' role and the responsibility they carried. She agreed to support Minato and assist in training the daughters when the time came. As a former Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, she understood the struggles and challenges they would face. Their conversation shifted to Naruto, their beloved son, who hadn't been mentioned in the prophecy. Minato assured Kushina that Naruto would be fine and that they would ensure he received the necessary attention and protection. When the girls became genin, he proposed that Kushina focus on training and safeguarding Naruto while he concentrated on the daughter's development. Although still grappling with a mix of emotions, Kushina saw the wisdom in Minato's plan. She knew that the daughters needed guidance and control over the Kyuubi's chakra from an early age. With her experience as a former Jinchuriki, she would play a vital role in their training.
This is the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. Send then video to your friends who like Naruto. What if?